You're so far out of line you can't see the truth. You're dismissed.
Excuse me?
You tested me. This is what happens.
Damn it, Waller! You can't do this!
It's well within my power and you know it.
Waller!
I said...
Don't do this!
Dismissed.
Waller, Gordon is a good cop. He's a good man. Don't do this.
Not from you.
It's the last straw. I won't allow anyone to question my authority. This is strictly professional.
Oh, sure.
Time to go, Jim.
Well, at least he's cool with Batman still.
We'll make sure Gordon leaves and be right outside.
Can we talk to Tiffany
When
now?
you're ready.
I apologize for everything. Calling the cops was a bit much.
Yeah,
Well, you wanted a chance to talk to me, so here it is. Talk.
I just don't understand how you got tied up in all this.
yeah, it's a bit
The
complicated.
agency? If I had known you were... What are you doing with them? Please, just tell me, Bruce.
I'm trying to, but you keep getting mad at me.
Look, Tiffany, I'm an undercover operative. What I'm doing, it's dangerous.
Thank you for telling me.
I've been trying to this whole time.
I see now, though. This is why he's dead. He was involved in whatever you're doing. This work you're doing seems incredibly dangerous. But
Yeah.
there's something I don't get. Why you? I mean, no offense, but you're just...
Yeah, I've been
Bruce.
waiting to tell her. Jeez, come on, game.
I'm Batman.
You're Batman. The Batman.
Yep.
Come on, got something to show you.
Hey, Bruce. Wanted to show you a preview of your new batsuit. I know you and Alfred are still on your well-deserved retreat, but I couldn't help myself.
Dad.
I'll upload the specs to your private server. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I'll see you soon.
It was hard to believe. But hearing it from him...
Your dad was a hero. Your dad believed the city deserved better. He believed in me.
And to think I gave him lip for missing dinner sometimes. With Dad gone... maybe I can still help. If Batman is interested.
That's what I've been trying to
It's
get
the
for the
least I
last
can do.
3 episodes.
And I know my dad would be proud.
The way things are going right now, he could use a little help.
Okay, I need to digest. Sorry for everything earlier, but thank you for trusting me with this.
Thank you for being willing to listen to it for a change.
I'm only saying we might be pushing him too hard.
He's capable, and he knows how to cover his tracks. Our only path forward is through Wayne. Let's get to it then. I know you have some questions.
A few. Care to explain why the videos I saw said this virus was an agency experiment?
Years ago, I was brought in to rectify the agency's past mistakes. Or, failing that, to cover them up. One mess in particular dealt with Black Ops experiments. Human subjects. The kind of amoral science that makes your skin crawl.
Sanctus.
They were a division that was shut down for good, long before either of us joined. But evidently, they went underground.
This is our worst-case scenario. With Sanctus off the leash, this research poses a global threat. If I'd known where they set up their den, I would have taken them out years ago.
I'm not afraid of this, Waller.
Sanctus facilities have top-of-the-line security, armed guards, surveillance, God only knows what else. Just to let you know what you'd be walking into. This whole situation, it's given me an idea. I can't put an agent within 1,000 yards of that place without them starting a war or blowing up the entire block just to cover their tracks.
We know it's tricky, but leading Harley and her gang into Sanctus might allow the two problems to take care of themselves.
They have Riddler's info. They have a way in. And you're undercover with them.
At least with Sanctus and the Pact at each other's throats, the agency can act quickly, clean up, and minimize casualties.
It's unorthodox. But a strike like this will keep damage from spilling onto Gotham streets.
I'm not willing to let anyone die, even them, just for the sake of this plan.
What about Gotham?
It's cold calculus, but it's the best way.
Look, for now, just go and check this place out. Right now, as yourself. We don't want them to know Batman is on their tail. I bet you're the type of guy who has some expensive surveillance equipment.
We have your back, Bruce. We'll be right behind you.
Keep me in the loop so I know what my team and I might be facing when it goes down. Defenses, security, whatever.
Their lives are in your hands, Bruce.
Fair enough.
As well as the fate of this city.
Fair enough.
I know you might have reservations about working with Harley and her crew like this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to use bad people to do good things.
Yeah, that's foreshadowing for ya. All right. In the line of duty. Body spa. Body spa? Bodhi spa?
Al?
Have you located the black site?
I think so.
While you were at the office, I did some basic online research on the Bodhi Spa.
The Bodhi spa.
Excellent. What's the verdict?
According to reviews, it truly seems to be a fully functioning business, not just a front.
Couldn't tell from the service entrance.
They offer rather popular high-end massages.
Massages?
And have an active social media feed. It's a 24-hour business, Bruce. There are customers going in and out at all times.
Really?
They have no idea what's coming for them.
No innocent collateral damage.
No, just innocent people, Bruce.
I'll have to keep everyone who runs that facility out of harm's way. Initiate the feed of my contacts to Waller. Let her know I'm here.
At once.
I need to see what we're up against.
Good idea. Remember, you're able to toggle the thermal imaging in your lenses. I'm signing off while you speak with Director Waller. Be careful.
Thanks, Al. Waller?
On the line, Bruce.
I'm here. I'll let you know if I find anything interesting.
Caution is key, Bruce. This situation is a spark away from a wildfire.
I'll keep that in mind.
Interesting.
Huh. Project Lotus. This is definitely the place.
Oh my
Bodhi
gosh.
Spa.
Bruce is the elusive man.
Bruce.
They weren't exactly being subtle.
Or excuse me, the ebrusive man. Yes,
That
ebrusive
access
man.
door is connected to the spa.
Use the middle mouse button to isolate temperature. I'll do that after I look around everywhere. Is there anything else? Huh. Okay. Huh.
There are still traces of heat signatures. Someone was here recently. Maybe guards.
A massage.
That appears to just be a patron.
Elevator? Yeah, an
They're
elevator.
heading downstairs. The real lab must be underground.
That would make
Scientists
sense.
has been in the middle of Gotham this entire time.
They burrow under your skin and eat you from the inside out. This is why I'm willing to let these criminals be the tip of the spear. Dangerous and expendable. My favorite adjectives.
Looks like we have a receptionist behind the front desk.
She's hardly anything to worry about.
All too easy to hide a gun under that desk. I see a security panel inside the building. It could trigger an alarm system of some kind. If I can hit that before they suspect what I'm really here for.
They'll be blind and helpless. Perfect for my people. You just saved a few agents' lives, Bruce.
Thank you. I'm trying.
That's some top-notch field work, Bruce. I know being undercover's been tough, but you just need to maintain it a little longer. If you don't get inside with those maniacs, we're going to have a pandemic on our hands.
Who's that?
Waller, I need to go.
Now why would a billionaire be skulking around in a filthy alley? Carefully inspecting every detail. Almost as if performing reconnaissance.
Oh, I have an appointment. Bad shoulder.
The main entrance is around the corner. That's not why you're here.
Why, Bane, have you been spying on me?
Spying? No. I've only been keeping an eye on you.
That's the same thing.
I heard the
the same thing.
GCPD paid you a visit at your office, so I swung by to see if you might be in need of some aid. Innocent as that. Then, something about the look on your face as you left. So, determined. Yes, I had a sense you would lead me to something interesting. Project Lotus. Isn't that what John told me you found at Riddler's? The tidbit you and Harley tried to omit? I thought I'd have to break something to get it from him. But I think our friend likes to play both sides. Where are we, Bruce? What is this place? And do your best to be honest. Lies insult us both.
This is Harley's secret to get, not mine.
Secret? A fourth grader could piece this together. Project Lotus is what we're after. And this is it. Finding you in this duplicitous position.
Duplicitous.
While we have a mole problem. Well, it does not look good for you, my friend. When you wake up, you can tell Harley that you led me right to her conspiracy.
Wake up.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Our friend likes to play both sides? That's totally a
Rise and
euphemism.
shine.
We're back here again.
Harley!
Hold your horses!
Oh, I pity what you're about to face, Wayne. You had so much going for you, Bruce. But trying to hide your discovery from me... Well... Harley wanted to spearhead the hunt for the mole. This will be her chance. So, be thoughtful with your words in there. They could be your last.
Yeah, but they could also be worth it.
I'm not scared.
False bravery will not save you, Wayne.
Yeah, but a save would.
What is it now, Bane?
The rat has been uncovered. Wayne was right under your nose. and tracked Wayne to the location of the black site. And if he
I
hadn't...
sent Wayne to scout it, so lower your damn voice. It was the final piece of the puzzle, and now we got it. Go get your boys ready. We move on the site ASAP. And don't worry your pretty little head about our rat problem. I got it covered. And Bane, tell Freeze to get one of them popsicle makers ready. You're not going anywhere. You're in here. With me.
Oh, goody. So I can push more of your buttons, which is oh very much fun. Well. Nice decor,
Thanks for
Harley.
backing me up.
Don't mention it. Can't have him stepping on my turf, you know? I said I'd find the rats. And I will. Your father. He was a hard man, right? Someone lied to him, betrayed him. He ended them. Think he was onto something with that idea? Show no mercy? Take no apologies? That sort of thing?
There's always another way. Killing someone isn't an answer.
The son of Thomas Wayne shies away from spilling blood. You are who I think you are, Bruce.
Who do you think I am?
A man out to prove to the underworld he's just as bad as his dear departed dad. Or there more to the story I should know? Hidden depths? Secrets you don't want me to see?
I also enjoy long walks on the beach.
You're funny. Must have gotten that from your mother's side.
I'm a bit of a joker, you know.
My dad could be a funny guy, too. And they all fell down to the deep to drown, to the dark to drown. He used to sing that to me. My dad. Made me feel safe. Like nothing could hurt me.
I can tell he meant a lot to you.
He did. Till he blew his brains out. Now, he's just a glimmer in a maggot's belly. Same as we'll all be someday. In fact, you being like my dad, that's why I got such a soft spot for you.
Oh, you do?
Is that why you shot me
You found me the
last
black site,
episode?
didn't you? Plus, you're not a bad guy. I mean, you're rotten like the rest of us. But you actually care for some people. Like
She
that
does have a nice
girl.
voice.
What's her face? Brittany? No. Tiffany. You remember? Early 20s, fresh-faced and optimistic.
I'm not gonna
How am I
mess with
doing?
that.
I'd kill to have a friend like that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, friends are great. Except when you have to lose them. Laptop's gone.
Yep.
What are you?
Yeah, shocker. We have a turncoat. I've interviewed just about everyone in the place. Except maybe one. Or two. So gosh, that only leaves the two people I haven't cleared.
Me and John.
You and Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was the guy who Bane gave the hamburger face. But weirdest thing, the laptop went missing after that.
Well, you seem to have made up your mind already. I guess one of us has to be the mole. But you've already cleared me.
Trying to make me second guess myself ain't gonna work, sweetie. Nice try, though. John, get in here!
Uh-oh, we'll see how
I
this
told
plays
Glenn
out.
I narrowed it down to you two. He begged me to let him interrogate you. I gave him some pointers, and now this is his chance.
Hi, Bruce. You potential rat.
Have at it, John.
All right, John, let's do this. If he's gonna, if I'm gonna have one of these two
Harley,
shoot me, I'd rather it was
do you
John.
mind?
I'd rather John was the
Can't
one who
learn to
shot me
ride
anyway.
with training wheels on forever, you know.
I'll be
What are the
right
odds she's the turncoat? Right, Red M. Red M10.
Admit it, you rat scum. You're the rat.
That hurt,
Sorry.
John.
I have to make it sound good.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. You have to keep it up.
Right. Thanks.
You hitting him already? I'll let it play.
Yeah, he's hitting on me. Aren't you jealous?
I never wanted it to come to this. But we both know what has to be done.
Yeah, I'll have to take a few punches.
Catwoman has to take the fall. Think about it, Bruce. Harley's gonna kill that Tiffany girl if it's you. And who knows if she'll stop there.
I mean, I
Bruce,
don't like
gotta
any of
give me
those
something.
choices.
A little nod. Just nod a little. Just the tiniest bit so I know you're okay with this. Come on, you're killing me.
Did you even stick up for me?
I tried, Bruce. I really did. I said it loud and clear. Internally. But you know Harley. She's not a mind reader. I'm sorry. I'm not as strong as you.
It's okay, John.
I'll get through this, Bruce, but I don't see a lot of options that end too great for you. It's either you or her.
Well,
What do you want to do, Bruce?
who are you more loyal?
She knows it was one of you two. She knows. And don't think I don't feel just awful about this. Since, I stole it. Can't help but feel a little bit responsible.
All right, time's up.
Perfect, because I'm done.
You got a confession? Great job, Puddin'. Who we hanging out to dry?
Go ahead, Bruce. Tell her what you told me. Come on. Go ahead, Bruce. It's okay.
So many
Just
people
like
are
we
not going to
talked
pick
about.
this, but that's why I'm picking it.
Please.
I know this is going to be
It was
very low
Catwoman.
percentage.
She took your laptop.
How do you know?
She took a phone call at Riddler's. Bruce overheard her talking about it.
I understand, Bruce. I'm disappointed too. So much for the solidarity of sisterhood. And here I was, starting to be a cat person. I knew you had it in you, John.
Good job, John.
We are gonna do terrible things together.
Jealous.
Like skin a cat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure vast majority wanted to take the fall because it's the right thing to do. But this is me basically spiting the game at this point because the game was really frustrating me. Sorry, Laura Bailey.
What are you doing?
But hey,
Did you think I was
you'll be
just gonna
fine.
Let her go or
I don't think the
something?
game's gonna let you die.
That frickin' chance. She's gonna get turned into one of Freeze's popsicles.
Ooh, that would be
I know
very
cats don't
unpleasant.
like water, but how do they feel about ice?
She has skills that can help us at the black site. Taking her out hurts all of us. You don't have to do this.
I really, really do. Thought you'd see that.
We're ready to move.
Good. This'll just take a second. Get her inside.
Oh my. Whoa.
I've seen that look in your eyes before. On other men just before they get themselves killed.
You mean other men were looking at you like that? Wow, I'm surprised that her arm didn't snap off.
Come on!
Oh, jeez.
Just throw her in one of Riddler's murder boxes.
This is not
We
good for
have a
Selena
black
at
site to
all.
raid.
Oh, jeez. This is rough.
Come on, Bruce. Time to raise some hell.
Alright, can we somehow get her out of this? Because I don't want her to die, obviously. I just want to make sure that she knows that we're not a couple. But I don't want her to die. Oh, okay. Well, it ends there. Okay, I was expecting a little bit more than that, but okay. You and 25.4% of players left John feeling valued. Really? Only 25.4%? Huh. He took heart your advice to be genuine. He felt proud that he was able to help his hero by retrieving the laptop. He felt appreciated as a best friend when you decided to out Catwoman together. Wow, 25.4% of players. You and 88.2% of players left Tiffany feeling honored. She felt valued when you took the time to let her apologize and explain her actions. She felt honored that you would let her in on your Batman secret. You and 90% of players left Gordon feeling remorseful. He felt unified with Batman when he was nearly able to arrest Catwoman. He knew you hadn't tipped her off. He was relieved when you didn't resist arrest. Because of what you said after Waller fired him, he feels a little remorseful about trying to arrest you. Well, that's good. We'll go with that, Jim. We'll go with that. You and 25, only 25.4. Only 25.4% of players left Harley feeling less skeptical of you. Really? She felt amused when you warned her not to threaten you. You're not that irreplaceable. She was unimpressed by your stance on dealing with traitors. She felt less skeptical of you when you ratted out Catwoman as the mole. I'm definitely getting the... You and 21.9% of players left Selina feeling betrayed. Well, to be fair, she betrayed us, so, you know, not that I personally, you know, am all for eye for an eye, you know, because I'm always about the golden rule. But this is a video game, and in a video game, you know, it's all about, sometimes you just want to do things that you wouldn't normally do in real life. But, so, yeah, honey, you betrayed us, so what goes around comes around. She was on edge after narrowly surviving an assault by the GCPD. She felt disappointed when you chose to not involve her in cracking Riddler's laptop. Because you gave her up to Harley, she feels betrayed. Well, hopefully this will finally get through her thick skull that there's nothing romantic going between us. You know, that's pretty much the big thing. You and 25.4% of players did something that will make Waller aligned with you. She felt miffed when you didn't accept her apology about the convoy. She felt superior when you pushed back against her desire to use the villains in the Black Site raid. She'll be proud of you for keeping your cover even when the stakes were high. I don't remember keeping my cover, but okay. Did you warn Catwoman the GCPD was coming after her? You and 40.5% of players did not warn Catwoman, and she was ambushed by GCPD, which prevents her from stealing the laptop. I'm actually surprised that more people did not warn her. I felt 40 versus 59.5%. I did not expect that number. I knew that I was in the minority, but I didn't think I'd be 40.5%. What dating advice did you give John in the cafe to help him attract Harley's attentions? You and 56.5% of players coached John to be himself, and he told you about his time in Arkham. And that was a really sweet moment between those two. Did you tell Tiffany you're Batman? You and 86.6% of players told Tiffany your secret. I see that coming. Did you out yourself as the mole or put the blame on Catwoman? Yeah, right here. Yes, right here. You and 21.9% of players let John throw Catwoman under the bus. She is now in mortal danger. I figured that I would definitely be in the great minority because, you know, I like Catwoman. Most people like Catwoman. I just did not like the fact that she kept, you know, coming on to me. I was feeling violated. You know, I was being sexually assaulted and I don't have to take it anymore, Catwoman. Don't worry, we'll try to find a way to get you out of that mess. Just get into your thick skull that no means no. Whether you're a man or a woman, no means no. Okay. So guys, I have a few minutes to do some Q&A because I do want to get out and watch me some Justice League. So, but if you guys have some quick Q&A questions for me, I will try to answer them as completely as I can. Our friend likes to play both sides. That's totally a euphemism. You think Bruce would be more on guard or have some kind of armor underneath? I know, right? Play Freebird. What are the odds that she's a turncoat? An interrogation from John. Oh my. That's quite the hand cannon. To think it's because of The Walking Dead that we got this game. Oh, interesting. Remember, John, bro come first. You sent both the cop and the criminal after Catwoman. Wow, I did, didn't I? Other than the romance, I assume a lot would take the blame A lot would take the blame since Bruce has plot armor. Surprised there's not an option to blame John, but I assume Harley wouldn't believe him. Maybe as Bruce is walking away from her, locked in the chamber, he can shout to her, "See, we're not together! We're not together! I'm not even breaking up with you because we were never in a relationship to begin with! This is not me breaking up with you!" Trying to think of Q&A stuff. I should have a list next time. Oh, did you ever watch Binging with Babish's stuff? He did an HP special recently. I did. I watched some of his stuff, and it's really... I like him. I like him a lot. He's really cool. I haven't seen the Harry Potter special recently, but that definitely is something I'm going to have to look up. Thank you for suggesting me to him. He seemed really cool. I wonder if she'd be extra peed if you did romance her and threw her under the bus. That would make more sense, yeah. Hey, Hark, what do you think of this season so far? Well, besides the obvious, so I went on and on and on and on and on and on and on about the consistency issues with the romances. But besides that, I liked it just fine. I think I still enjoy the first season a little bit more. But I mean, there are a lot of things about this season that I think struck really well. Like, I really like Harley Quinn's take on Harley Quinn. Just the fact that her role is so reversed and so different from the classic Harley Quinn. Now, granted, if you were to ask me which Harley Quinn I prefer, I think I prefer the Harley Quinn that's a lot more lovable and a lot more funny than this one. But I love the fact that there's a little bit of a difference. I love the change. So even though I prefer one over the other, that doesn't mean I dislike this Harley, this interpretation of Harley. The story seems okay. I think I'm kind of liking the story of the season 1 a bit more. I found that a lot more interesting. Amanda Waller is an interesting addition. She's kind of okay with me. Tiffany seems like an interesting character. I haven't really decided fully about that. I mean, Iceman, we haven't had that many interactions with him. Bane is Bane. And the Riddler I think is still the most interesting villain of this season so far. So, yeah, I like this season, but for me, so far, season 1 is better, in my opinion. I missed your Guardians playthrough of episode 5, but I agreed with everything you said about how Telltale should have stuck with Drax being dead. Thank you, Clementine. His face is handsome. It doesn't show it often, but yeah. Hey, what is your favorite Lauren Bailey and Troy Baker game when they voice characters in the same game? Tales from the Borderlands, hands down. The chemistry between Troy Baker and Laura have always been fantastic, and they're good here too. But I really enjoyed them in Tales from the Borderlands, and probably that's just because that's my favorite Telltale game of all time. I would have asked about the resurrection choice. Would your choice have been the same if all those characters were alive and you were choosing only one to stay alive? Interesting. That's tough. If they were all alive and I was choosing one to stay alive. I don't know if my choice would be any different for the reasons that I gave. The reason that I gave for the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think those reasons would be the same reasons that would lead me to the exact same choice in that matter. I think if you were to ask me that. Catherine was pretty cool, but I don't know if A's watched that on his own. I've heard of the game Catherine. I don't think that's a game that I'm really interested in playing anytime soon. It seems like an interesting premise. I don't think it would be something I would enjoy really all that much. Season 1 was better because of the Two-Face. I still miss him like crazy. Yeah, I think I'm partial to Season 1 just because I really love the Harvey Dent dynamics with Bruce. I just really like those two when they're in a scene together. So admittedly I'm partial to Season 1 just because I just enjoy the Harvey Dent, Bruce Wayne element that we're not having in this season. So, I know you played Until Dawn, but will you ever play Five Nights at Freddy's? Probably not, because I mean it's not a game that I would be playing blind. So the only reason why I would play it is if I was playing it blind. And honestly, it's just too scary of a game for me. That's way too scary of a game. I found Five Nights at Freddy's way more scarier than Until Dawn, personally. So, no, I would not. But thank you for asking. Angel, I think you answered this before, but would you be interested in The Last of Us or Uncharted? So I've already played The Last of Us, at least the first game. I know the second game is coming out. I'm not excited for it, just because I mean, I'm glad I played the first Last of Us, but I wasn't like jumping for a sequel. So if the game comes out and I have nothing else on my plate that's higher priority for me, you know, sure, I'll play it. But most likely I will have other things in my queue, in my list, that I will most likely be more interested in playing. So that's my honest answer to that. Uncharted, that is definitely on my plate. I would definitely play Uncharted, and I think for me that the priority of Uncharted would be over The Last of Us 2. So I definitely would love to play the Uncharted series. I just haven't gotten around to it, but it is definitely has been in my radar for a while. Hey Hark, what are your thoughts on the first few episodes of The Walking Dead Season 8? Oh, I like them so far. I don't think that there has been a particular episode that has really stood out for me as being ridiculously good. I guess the biggest issue I have right now is I don't like the direction that Daryl's character is taking. They're sort of making Daryl darker again, and I don't know. I don't like darker Daryl, personally. I like lovable Daryl. So he can be a total bad A and be lovable. Right now, I think he's being a bad A and being a bit darker than I would want him to be. So that's one complaint that I have about this season. The other one is and again, I'm talking spoilers, so spoiler warning for the Walking Dead TV show. I was devastated with what happened to. Spoiler warning, devastated with what happened to Eric, because I love Aaron's character. Aaron's character is one of my favorite. Probably, I would say, of all the side characters, besides what you would call the main cast, Jesus and Aaron are up there. I love both Jesus and Aaron. Part of me likes Aaron just a little bit more than Jesus. But I really was devastated with what happened. But I'm glad that they treated that. I'm glad that they had that scene together, the Aaron and Eric scene. I'm glad they had that before stuff hit the fan. So so far I'm entertained. I'm still interested in watching the series. So I'm just hoping that I felt. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this season, so I'm not turned off by it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on Season 8 so far. I kind of wish they'd do a sequel, but Altus games in general are cool. I think they voiced in some Persona games too. Do you like Bruce undercover in the Villain's Lair in Series 2? It's not my favorite thing, honestly. I don't really like... I like what they did with Harley in this video. I just don't like dealing with her in this season. I don't really like dealing with Harley. And John makes me uncomfortable. He's become a lot more palpable this season than he was last season. Way more palpable. But it's still uncomfortable. I have like this love-hate relationship right now with playing against... with interacting with John. So the whole undercover thing is not as fun for me, but I think that's an interesting direction for them to put this game in, because the whole point of this season and last season is Bruce Wayne is supposed to have a very sordid gray. He's definitely hitting a lot of gray areas. So What Remains of Edith Eldritch is a good game. Only takes a couple hours. Yes, that's on my list. It's on my queue. Just haven't gotten to it, but it's definitely on my queue. Five Nights at Freddy's is a bit of interesting lore, but I prefer psychological horror over jump scares. Game theory vids are interesting, though, to listen to. Yeah, I do enjoy listening to Matt Pat's analysis of Five Nights at Freddy's. Listening about the theories about the lore, that's what I really enjoy. I enjoy those way more than actually playing the game. And I totally agree. I don't like jump scares. I don't like jump scares, but psychological thrillers are something I could get around, and Until Dawn is pretty good at that, I think, even though it does also have jump scares. I don't mind watching the sequel, but if I remember correctly, I think the first game ended off fine. Is Infamous The Last Son still on your game list? Because if you like Troy and Travis banter as Two-Face and Bruce, then you would love them voicing brothers in Second Son. It was on my list. I don't know if that will be a game I will play anytime soon. I did play the first Infamous and Infamous 2, and I feel like I would enjoy the Second Son more, because I feel like I would enjoy the main protagonist of Second Son a little bit more than I enjoyed Cole in the original 2 games. But I don't know. I can't promise that I'll actually end up playing it. But it's on my radar. It's just not high up there yet compared to some of the other games. It'd be nice if Telltale could afford the rights to an Harry Potter IP. So much potential and possibilities. I agree with that too. But I'm still waiting on them and their Doctor Who game. I think Telltale would do a great job with Doctor Who, even better than in Harry Potter, in my opinion. But I'm not going to say no to Harry Potter Telltale game either. Hey Hark, are you going to play Life is Strange Before the Storm? It's really good, and Rachel Amber is a strong character. My honest answer is most likely not. I know people have told me, I've been heard mixed things. Some people have told me that why can I not remember her name? Chloe. Chloe's not as bad in this one. And other people have told me the opposite, that Chloe is not as bad, but they can see me still being frustrated with her and not enjoying her character as much as many other fans of the game might be. I am intrigued by Rachel. I'm curious to find out more about her, but the desire is not strong enough for me to be interested in playing the game. I think that it's a game that a lot of people who are big fans of the first game would enjoy, but I don't think that I'm a large enough fan that I would jump at the opportunity to play the Life is Strange game. Now, if they release the next Life is Strange game, because I think they are releasing the next Life is Strange game, and I think it's meant to be with a completely rebooted or completely different storyline with a different location with different characters, I would most likely play that. If it has nothing to do with Chloe and Rachel or even Max, because I wasn't even that huge of a fan of Max, the main protagonist. I liked her enough to get through the series, but in the grand scheme of things, I wasn't that big of a fan of even Max. So if they made a Life is Strange that starred my brain can't think. You know who I'm talking about. Warren. Thank you. If it starred Warren, I'd be all over that. I would play the snot out of that game if Warren was our protagonist, or if Warren, was a main NPC. If Warren was the main NPC in a Life is Strange game, I would be all over that. Because I'm actually interested in his character. He was my favorite character. But I don't think that's happening. So that's my honest answer to that question. Thank you for asking. Can't wait to see if he does theory and since he's hidden Easter egg codes. Hey Hark, are you a fan of the Grand Theft Auto games? I have played them, and I do enjoy. I have enjoyed playing them in the past. I don't think I would necessarily want to play the entire game. I don't see myself doing a let's play of an entire game of Grand Theft Auto. However, I did enjoy Bully. Bully I liked because it was basically Grand Theft Auto Light. That I did enjoy. I enjoyed that a lot. But I definitely have enjoyed playing what little I have played of the Grand Theft Auto series. I just don't see myself being engaged for the entire game. I don't know if you play Yakuza. Nick O'B's LP of Yakuza is entertaining to watch. I like his voice, and he could be a pro VA if you wanted. If you have played Heavy Rain, would you be interested in Nancy Drew games more Sherlock Holmes? You know, games where you can solve a crime. Either Nancy Drew, Sherlock Holmes, either. I mean, I did play a Sherlock Holmes games, and I did enjoy that a lot, so I would be open to playing those. Neutrality is relevant again, or something. Let's hope it won't affect us. Listen to the petition phone calls. LA Noire is cool, though I don't know if you get copyright strike. Oh, I think a few LPers canceled that because of that reason, but I remember being interesting. Okay, well, good to know. I don't want to get a strike, so that might have to be a game that I might have to enjoy separately. I heard Warren wasn't in Before the Storm, so yeah, unlikely. I don't think so either. Would you be interested in playing Quantum Break? Yes, I would. I just don't have an Xbox. If Quantum Break comes out on PC, yes, I would definitely enjoy playing that game. That is a game I found really interesting and fascinating. And I would love to react to my episodes when I play Quantum Break. Hark, The Sims 4 is now on consoles. Cool. That is awesome. I normally try to play games on PC if I can, just because it's way easier to record on PC than it is in console. Assassin's Creed is interesting too, but it's a bit drawn out at this point, so I stopped watching LPs after the third game. Also, I'm not a big fan of stealth games. I'm not a stealth kind of person, and I think Assassin's Creed is supposed to be a major stealth game. The only exception to that was Metal Gear Solid. I enjoyed Metal Gear Solid a lot. The Metal Gear games that came after Metal Gear Solid, everything else after Metal Gear Solid was not my cup of tea. So, Quantum Break is already out on PC. Well, thank you, I Fall Into Fantasy. Maybe that will have to be a very interesting new Let's Play that I will be playing in 2018. Thank you, I Fall Into Fantasy, for letting me know that. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to say really quickly, thank you to Clementine09, ClemLover23, I Fall Into Fantasy, Conpeto Kiss, Hannah, and Warm Fireplace. Thank you very much, guys, for staying till the end of the stream. You did not have to do that, but I really do appreciate it, and I will let you know when the next live stream is. So, thank you very much, guys. I'm off to go enjoy, now that I've got some Batman under my belt, I'm going to go off and enjoy some Justice League. So, hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be safe. Have a relaxing one. Have fun. And if you can join your family, awesome. If not, hopefully you can find some friends and have a bit of a Friendsgiving. Or if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, everybody, love yourselves and love each other.